Hello, welcome to my channel, Easy English with Alicia. And today we are going to be learning how to pronounce the dates, how to read the date in English. So we're going to be looking at days of the week, months of the year, and years, how to read years. So let's get started. Okay, so let's start with days of the week. Repeat after me. Monday, Monday. Good job. Tuesday, Tuesday. Very good. Wednesday, Wednesday. That's right. Thursday, Thursday. Very good. Friday, Friday. Yes. Saturday, Saturday. Sunday, Sunday. Very good. Okay, let's look at those days again. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The more you practice, the better it'll sound. How do we talk about days? Now that you know the days of the week, let's look a little closer at today, yesterday, and tomorrow. Today is now. Today. Yesterday is the past. Yesterday. And tomorrow is the future. So let's look at this example. Today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. Tomorrow is Thursday. Today is Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. Tomorrow is Thursday. We'll do some exercises in a little bit to practice this today, yesterday, tomorrow. What day is it today? Post your answer below in the comments. When talking about days of the week and activities that we do on those days, it's important to use the preposition on. We don't use at. We use on when talking about days of the week. So let's give an example. I have class on Wednesdays and Thursdays. I have class on Wednesdays and Thursdays. When do you have your appointment? I have my appointment on Friday. I have my appointment on Friday. So when we use days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we use the word on to help us describe when we're going to do something. I'm going on my trip on Monday, not at Monday. We looked at numbers in the last lesson, and today I want us to look at numbers again, but this time with a focus on dates. we read dates very differently from how we read numbers. Like 2 books. Great, 2 books. But we don't use that same 2 to read this date. It's incorrect if you say April 2, 2025. Nope, we would say April 2nd, 2025. If you look at this example, I have 3 ducks. This is a regular number or a cardinal number. But when we look at dates, my duck was born on the 3rd of January. We use ordinal numbers. And now I want to teach you those numbers that we use when we read dates. So why do numbers sound different in dates? We use ordinal numbers in dates and regular numbers in counting. Okay, so let's look at those dates, starting with the first 5. And like I already used the number, first. We would say, instead of 1, first. First. Then comes second, 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 third, third, fourth, fourth, fifth, fifth. There you go. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. When is Independence Day in the United States? Independence Day is on the 4th of July. Or you could say July 4th. Let's look at the following numbers, 6 through 10, as dates. 6th, 6th, 7th, 7th, 8th, 8th, 9th, 9th, 10th, 10th. So I'm sure you've noticed that the numbers have a different sound at the end. They have a different ending. It's kind of like, it's that TH sound. 6th, 7th, and that sound, how do we make it? By pushing air out of our mouth, but with our tongue towards the top of our roof. Look closely. And this air is coming down. 6th, 7th. So that tongue is kind of sticking out between our teeth and the air is coming out. So it's not just 6, it's 6th, 7th, 8th. That's how we get the ordinal number sound. So let's continue. Let's do 11 to 20 in ordinal numbers. 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. Let's go slower and repeat together. 11th, 11th, 12th, 12th, 13th, 13th, 14th, 14th, 15th, 15th, 16th, 16th, 17th, 17th, 18th, 18th, 19th, 19th, 20th, 20th. Very good. Now let's look at 20 all the way to 31. And why to 31? Because there's only 31 days in any month. Not all of them, but that's the longest amount, 31. So let's continue. From 21st to 31st. 21st, 21st, 22nd, 22nd, 23rd, 23rd, 24th, 24th, 25th, 25th, 26th, 26th, 27th, 27th, 28th, 28th, 29th, 29th, 30th, 30th, and 31st, 31st. There you have it. There are all the ordinal numbers for dates, which are so important. So let's go ahead and practice all that we've learned. Now, let's look at the months of the year. There are 12 months of the year. Let's start with the first month. January. Can you say January? January. January is the first month of the year. The second month is February. 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 February is the second month of the year. March. 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 March is the third month of the year. April. 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 April is the fourth month of the year. And we say, April showers bring May flowers. Fifth month. May. 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 May is the fifth month of the year. June. 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 June is the sixth month of the year. July. My month. July. July is the seventh month of the year. Eighth month. August. August. August is the eighth month of the year. September. September. September is the ninth month of the year. Then October. 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 October is the 10th month of the year. November. November. November is the 11th month of the year. December. 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 December is the 12th month of the year. And there you have it, the 12 months of the year. Let's practice them again. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. What month are we in now? Comment below. So we've looked at days and months, and now I want to look at years to help you pronounce and read those years correctly. What year are we in now? Well, if you're watching this video shortly after I post it, we are in 2025 or 2025. What year were you born? How do we answer to the year that we were born? Would we say 1995? No. You could say 1995. We read the numbers kind of together. If you were born in the early 2000s, you could say, oh, I was born in 2003. Don't say, I was born in 2003. But if you were born in 2015, you could say, I was born in 2015. If you were born in the 1970s, you can say, I was born in 1970 or 1960. 1970, 1980, 1990, 2000, 2010, 2020, 2030. So reading numbers, especially years, is a little tricky. We don't read years. 1995. We'll read the year 1995. When we read dates, we put them in this order. Day, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Month, date, and year if necessary. So, today is Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025. What was yesterday? Yesterday was Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025. And what will be tomorrow? Tomorrow will be Thursday, April 24th, 2025. And now I want us to look at something a little tricky, using in and on and at when we're talking about dates, especially months, days, and the actual date with the year. So let's look at this example. I was born in October. Is this correct? Yes, this is correct. I was born in October. You are giving a general time. In October. But when we specify and get into more detail, like adding a date, you would say, I was born on October 5th, 1998. So I was born on October 5th, 1998. You won't say, I was born in October 5th. No. If we're going general, we say in. I was born in October. I have a trip in July. They start school in August. But more specific, on a specific date. And at, we use it to talk about time. But we'll look at that later. When we're talking about years, we use in. In the year 2000. So we can talk about birthdays. When is your birthday? Oh, in 1998. When did he make the world record? In 2007, John made the world record. When do you finish university? I finished university in 2028. So we use in to talk about a year and a month when we're giving general ideas. But we don't use in when we talk about a day. In Monday? Wrong. Only in October, in January, in 2025, in 2030, to give an idea over a general time period. Nothing specific, over a general time period. So let's wrap up, do a quick review of everything we practiced today. We looked at days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Great job. Months of the year: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And how to read dates as ordinal numbers, not regular numbers. 1, no. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, and so on, all the way to 31st. So we've done a lot of work today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If this video helped you in any way, please give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, leave me any comments you might have. What are some other topics you're interested in learning? I'd love to help you reach your English goals, so I'll see you in the next class.